Well, the 4-H Expo in the Border City is the final weekend for members, and it's a chance to reflect back on what they have learned and what they will take forward with them in life. Brittany Matika has more.
Next in, we have Gage Klinger from Lashburn.
22 different clubs had a variety of projects on display over the past 3 days, with the 4-H motto of Learn to Do by Doing being at the forefront of members' achievements.
I have learned how to deal and control cattle and also how they work and their parts.
Well, 4-H has impacted me greatly through public speaking, through anything, just meeting people. It has been an amazing experience for everyone and anyone who can join it. Just having the confidence to walk around and present yourself and present anything you do and work hard at everything you can do.
Much of the 4-H program relies upon mentorship, with the senior members helping the juniors.
My little cousin Gage, he's back there working on his steer, and yesterday I helped him with his heifer too. And he's just right down in there and he's wondering, okay, what do I do here? So I'll tell him, okay, well, you got to make sure you pull the hair up here and clip this way. And yeah, he just really takes that knowledge and he does a really good job with it.
4-H has influenced the members' current skill set, but many of them also say it has influenced their future plans.
Well, I'm definitely probably going to stay in agro when I grow up, or with cattle, and my dad owns a meat business, so once I grow a bit older, I'm going to start working there, and that'll help me because I'll know everything about cattle already.
All the showing, and I really wanted to learn how to fit and groom and blow and trim cattle. I think that I might be a cattle fitter when I'm older. That kind of interests me.
For my future career plans, I would like to be a teacher. So this would really help because it helps me learn to communicate with kids, younger kids, and help people out.
4-H members will start up with new projects in the fall to learn, grow, and share more of their knowledge. Brittany Matika, Newcap News.
And the 4-H Expo is a chance for members to showcase a year of hard work. As we learn in this week's edition of Retrospect, the Expo has been bringing members together for decades.
All is 4-H Expo officially open.
For years, the 4-H Expo in Lloydminster has spotlighted the talents of area youth. This year's show is no different. 18 teams from across the Midwest and over 300 youngsters have come to strut their stuff. However, before the show started, organizers took time to honor a longtime supporter in Ray Nelson.
We are indeed honored to have you as a fine custodian of 4-H and a great supporter. Thank you so much, Ray.
Nelson never had the chance to take part in 4-H. However, he holds its participants in very high regard.
I think the farm kids have a great opportunity that a lot of city kids don't have, and that's the training and the leadership and the values that are taught in 4-H. And as I said earlier, it's a thing that we look for when we're trying to arrange for people to work with us. We like kids from the farm.
The show is really about these youngsters, as this is the highlight of their 4-H year.
It's my first year, and most of the people are in 4-H, and it's just a chance to have fun.
20 years later, the 4-H Expo is still going strong here in the Border City with 22 clubs and more than 300 people involved. Not to mention 4-H is celebrating 100 years in Alberta and Saskatchewan.
The 4-H Expo has really grown. Years ago it was beef. Now Expo is light horse, multi, sheep.
Hardstaff adds 4-H continues to train the younger generation to this day.
They can go on to agriculture, they can farm, they can learn how to public speak. It's just a great program. It's friendship, it's leadership.
That's all for Retrospect. I'm Brian Lentz. Well, here in town, the Lloydminster Olive Tree has purchased a new home. Today they gave an update on how the project is coming along. The Olive Tree director, Becky Schill, said that the renovations are moving along quickly and finishing touches should be starting fairly soon, but more funding is needed.
We need about $200,000 to finish the renovation. We've committed to everything up to paint, but the flooring, cabinets, countertops, appliances, smallwares, those sorts of things we're still fundraising for.
The organization hopes to move the thrift store and warehouse to the new location by July. Schill says although the city has been very helpful at hosting the charity, a concrete space will be very beneficial to those who rely on the olive tree.
We do 7 meals a week, so it's very time consuming and very inefficient. If the guests on a Monday, need some support, they have to figure out where to go. So it'll be so nice to just be in one spot and they know that's where they can go for support at any time.
For more information on any of the programs offered by the Olive Tree, or if you would like to help out with their capital campaign, you can visit their website. And the inaugural Wings of the Warrior charity golf tournament had a successful debut at Rolling Greens Sunday. The event raised more than $10,000, which will fund child cancer research and services. 17 teams took part, enjoying a silent auction and dinner, massages, and an afternoon on the course.
Oh, it's pretty exciting. It's great to see all the people showed up to support me.
Our goal was to have 2 groups of 4 on each 9 holes, and we're just shy of that by 8 players, so we have 16 full groups of 4.
The tournament is a family affair, which they plan to keep growing, but the highlight has been seeing the impact Jared has made.
For him, it's a neat thing to grow the cycle challenge, and he felt that he could do something more.
Russell is back cycling around the border city until the end of June.
This is Newcap Sports.
Welcome back, everyone. Week 1 of the 2017 CPCA Pro Tour is history, and although fans were treated to lots of surprises, fast times, and great weather, the greatest surprise came after the final heat. Lance Phillips with more.
Opening weekend in North Battleford is always an opportunity for drivers to put final touches on their outfits in hopes of really competing for times in week 2. And that was the case for many drivers who didn't quite meet times they're used to putting up. Then again, there were others picking up right where they left off in 2016 with fast outfits.
The last couple of years I've had a few hiccups along the way, and it's nice to get those early points, but I didn't expect it because I split up that team, but they pulled through, and I was lucky enough to have I brought 4 teams here and they're all running good. I ran them all here, so it's a good feeling. So hopefully I can maintain that, and I got to drive smart and keep the horses happy.
Chris Molly's winning weekend didn't come without a loss. Friday, one of his outriders, Eric Pear, was badly injured and taken to Saskatoon for surgery, effectively ending his weekend on the horse. But Sunday provided a feel-good moment when, in typical, classy Chris Molly fashion, the 7th-year driver did something his outrider won't soon forget.
Little appreciation, and I miss Eric. I want Eric, you to have my buckle for this weekend.
Oh, that's awesome. How about that?
That was my first race I missed with Chris in 7 years since I started. There's been the odd injury, but never one this bad. It's always nice to know you're appreciated, and I know Chris, he appreciates us, that's for sure.
It's a great feeling that he was, unfortunate what happened, but it's good to see he's back.
I feel good, actually. I don't know whether it's the meds or what it might be, but they got my jaw wired shut and everything, but yeah, all things considered, not too bad.
Pear has a rich history of outriding, and anyone familiar with the Chauvin, Alberta native knows not even jaw surgery can keep him away from the track.
He's already talking he's going to come to Calgary, so which is huge. It'd be, miss him,
I got to go for a checkup in about 3 weeks and possibly get the wires and everything out in a month. With any luck, knock on wood, I'll be back for Calgary.
And having the 7th-year outrider back isn't just good for Molly, it's good for the sport. Lance Phillips, Newcap Sports, North Battleford.